got married at 27. We've been together since 18. I didn't date a lot of women. I was with her. But I was just like, if sex is important to me, how come it's not important to you? It would be important to you if I was having sex with somebody else. And then she was just like, yeah, it would be, but I just didn't get it. Like I really just
how to answer that.
Yeah, now that was a real interesting question that he hit her with. I will be really interested to hear her response. But they keep these kind of thought provoking or these real hard hitter issue topics come up on their podcast and their platform a lot. So I appreciate the Devals for what they do and the perspective on marriage that they give. I think they're real transparent about what people really deal with and experience. But in that situation, man, it was interesting because that was the same issue that I had when I first got married. You know what I mean? Like, because when you go into marriage and you being faithful, you cut off all your hoes, you do, you know what I'm saying? Like, we were still in Baton Rouge. So we were still in the city where we went to school and I had buku hoes, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm passing up all kind of hoes that I've been fucking for years for the sake of the marriage, and I wasn't getting no pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that frustration that he expressed is real. You know what I mean? And it's like, from the male perspective, it's like, okay, you don't want me fucking, you don't want to fuck me. You too tired. You sleepy. You got a headache. So why you care so much if somebody else want to fuck me then? You know what I mean? Like, so I really like the way that he presented the conversation.
Right now, let's take this a step further, right? When you're initially dating a woman, right, she's giving you all the sex you want, you know, putting all the freak moves on you to initially, and I asked this in the comments, you know, you do all that to initially get the man, but then once you get into the relationship or you get into the marriage, that stops. I'm like, so my question is, what changed? It doesn't. Like, what's the difference? What has changed since? And someone's like, well, women go through changes, hormone changes, the body changes. I'm like, does that not happen while y'all dating?
Some change, it should be expected. Right. It's when it's a drastic change that's the problem. You know what I mean? Like, and it was drastic, you know, and ultimately that's going to either lead to breaking up or cheating or misery. You know what I mean? Like, and nobody really wants to live like that. And so when a guy's doing everything that he's supposed to do on his end, he feel like the woman either led him on, played him, or she's not living up to her end of the bargain. I already know what you're gonna say, EV.
Oh man,
you already know she don't give me no shit somewhere else.
You know what? That's funny. That's funny. That's funny you said it.
You can only go so long without okay, like baby, like all right, well, like what's up, like you know. On that shit.
Let me ask y'all this real quick. What is a reasonable amount of sex for somebody that live with a woman?
I would say 2 to 3 times is reason. I would say 2 to 3 times is reasonable.
Like a week? You saying a week?
Two to 3 times a week would be reasonable. Because I would say like this, right? You don't want to have it every day because I would say it's gonna get boring, and you're gonna get tired of it if you're doing it every day. It's almost like eating that same restaurant every day.
I think that's unrealistic. Every day is unrealistic. What you think about that, EB?
I agree.
Y'all want my answer?
Yeah. What you got for us, EB?
Let me explain something to you. All right, I have a high sex drive, so my answer is totally different from y'all answer and everybody else. It is what it is. I'm gonna want my lady more than 2 or 3 times. I'm just gonna keep it real.
So what's your number then? So what's your number then? What's your expectation?
My number, you know what I'm saying? It can probably go 5. I ain't gonna lie. I can do 5 times. Look, let me tell you something. And hold on. And that's days. 5, like we talking about days. Now sometimes I might want it in the morning time, and I might want that shit at night. But I don't always have to have actual sex though. I can get some head.
Just some type of pleasure.
Long as I nut, we good.